In this video, we'll give you some tips and info if you're planning a road trip from the UK to Switzerland. We'll also show you a stopover campsite along the way and the awesome campsite in Grindelwald, Switzerland, where we spend a few days in the stunning Jungfrau region. From the UK, we took the train from Folkestone to Calais, France, Le Château, and then we drove to Grindelwald, Switzerland. The total trip from Calais to Switzerland, Grindelwald, is about 900 kilometers, an average of 560 miles, depending on the route chosen. As our drive from Midlands UK to Le Château train in Folkestone is already about 3 hours long, we always decide to stop somewhere midway on our journeys to make the trip more enjoyable. This time we have decided to stop in Luxembourg and spend the whole day there. We do think Luxembourg is a perfect stopover with plenty of things to see and do, and it's only 4 hours drive from Calais where Le Château stops. There are no toll route available, so all you need to do is follow the route from Calais towards Lille in France and then Namur in Belgium until you reach Luxembourg. You'll have about 413 kilometers, or you can choose to go via Bruges. See our previous videos with some recommended activities there too if you prefer to stop in Bruges rather than Luxembourg. If you want to follow the road and then continue to Luxembourg, from Bruges you need to follow Brussels, Liège and then Luxembourg. There are no tolls on this route and they are about 464 kilometers. We'll leave the details on the screen of the campsite that we've chosen in Luxembourg, and the main reason was its proximity to Luxembourg town centre and main attractions. The pitch was really spacious, however the grass was not trimmed properly on all pitches, which was a minus for us, but overall the camping itself is really good with plenty of facilities, it's clean, they even have a small shop on site with various essentials, a play area for children, it was quiet, and the whole site is quite big to be honest. At this campsite, for a grass pitch with electricity, we have paid €31.50 for 2 adults, 1 child and 1 dog. As previously mentioned, one of the main reasons we've chosen this campsite is its proximity to Luxembourg town centre. In about 5 minutes walk from the campsite, you will get to the bus station taking you to Luxembourg central locations. Public transport is free everywhere in Luxembourg for everyone. Dogs are also welcome. There's no muzzle required, no additional charges for dogs of course, and the public transport system is really well organized and really easy to use. Stay close if you want to see what we've done in Luxembourg for a day, and we'll recommend you some activities if you want to spend a few hours there before you continue your journey in our next video. From Luxembourg, if you continue your drive to Grindelwald, Switzerland, you will get there in about 5-6 hours depending on traffic. There are about 500 kilometers, again depending on the route chosen, plus minus there. There are various routes and majority with tolls applicable from Luxembourg towards Switzerland. The one that we've chosen was Luxembourg via Strasbourg route. It's about 494 kilometers long and tolls are applicable on A4 motorway towards Strasbourg. So in total, for our camper van, on all these tolls, we've paid the first toll €8.20. Then the next toll on the same A4 motorway was €15.20, and then the last one was only €4. So again, you can check various routes, prices will probably be similar, but this one was the best for us on this occasion. Then what you need to do, you follow signs towards Basel, Bern and then Interlaken. Regarding the border with Switzerland, there are no controls unless directed by officials, so cars will be stopped randomly, otherwise you just cross with no issues. The rules around importing goods, including for personal use, are quite strict in Switzerland, so we do recommend to bring only what is essential. However, if you're in doubt, we do recommend checking the custom clearance rules on one of the official websites. An important point to mention is that most roads in Switzerland require you to have a valid road toll vignette, so that one can be purchased either online or from petrol stations or at the border. The toll tax cost 40 euros, so 40 Swiss francs, because euros and Swiss francs, they have a 1-to-1 ratio. And that was about £36 that we've paid in May on the exchange rate. And this vignette is valid for 1 year, but note is 1 calendar year, not 12 months from purchase date. So for example, if you buy one in May 24, it's only valid until 31st of January 25. Approaching Grindelwald area, you will drive through Interlaken region, and if you follow the A6 motorway from Bern to Interlaken, you will drive along Lake Thun, which is breathtaking. I can't even describe it in words. You have to see it to trust me. We did not get the chance to explore it this time, unfortunately, but it is for sure on our list for future adventures. There were 2 lakes in the area, Lake Thun and Brint, and they're both worth visiting, so we do highly recommend checking them out if you plan to go to Interlaken. Grindelwald was on our bucket list for so long, and we are extremely happy that we've got the chance to explore a bit of what this gorgeous place has to offer. The iconic village is situated in Jungfrau region, and it is for sure on our top 3 destinations ever visited. We will share our adventures and tips for a few days in this region in our next videos, but until then we will show you a fantastic camping choice if you plan to visit Grindelwald in Switzerland. After reading many reviews, we have decided to pick camping Gletscherdorf in Grindelwald, and it was a fantastic choice. I will leave all the details below so you can check it out if you want to visit this area. The campsite is situated in a breathtaking location surrounded by mountains, and you will have amazing views from any pitch, and facilities are spotless. You can choose either an electric or non-electric pitch. However, bear in mind that electricity is not necessarily on the pitch for every single plot, so we do advise having a cable of at least 20 meters long with you. Reception is only manned at certain times, but check-in is very smooth and efficient. You will be prompted to a printing room where you will need to scan a QR code, and then you need to add your booking reference, which will generate a printed paper showing your pitch number, your name, and the period that you are planning to stay. This paper then will need to be displayed somewhere visible on your car, and then you're free to pitch up. At checkout, all you have to do, you have to return the printed paper to another designated checkout box, and this way the owners will know for sure that the pitch has been vacated. There is a phone number available if you need any support from the owners, but they will also be around during certain times too if you require any help or information. The prices at this campsite will differ depending on period. So for example, during the end of May we have paid €265 for 4 nights for 1 electric pitch for 2 adults, 1 child and 1 dog. So please check the website if you plan to visit, as prices vary depending on season. The facilities are really good and cleaned very often. They were spotless every single day during our stay. There are only 2 showers for ladies, for example, but as the campsite was not 100% occupied, it was more than enough for the guests to use. However, I'm not sure how busy it gets during the other periods. There is hot water available at all times and with no additional charge. The washing up area was also really well organized. There is also a washing machine and a dryer available, but these ones will have an additional cost if you want to use them. A very nice touch in the campsite were the leftover baskets provided, both in the toilet block and in the washing up areas. Everyone that had any leftover products or food will just leave them in the baskets for other guests to use, so that was a really nice thing to see in the campsite. The campsite is located in a fantastic place because you not only have amazing views, but it's also very close to Grindelwald village center. You can walk in about 15-20 minutes right to the village center, or you can take the bus which stops in front of the campsite and it's free for guests to use. When you check in, you will receive a Grindelwald guest card that usually is emailed to you before you arrive, and with that guest card you will have various discounts in the area and free transport on buses 121 and 122, and of course these ones actually stop in front of the campsite, so it's a really good advantage. We will also show you the other benefits of this card in our next videos, presenting some of the recommended activities in Grindelwald. If we have not yet convinced you to try and visit this part of Switzerland, I will also point here some of the important facts, things for you to consider, reasons why you should visit, and things that you have to pay attention to. Yes, Switzerland is expensive, but justified by the quality of products and services. They have a fantastic transport system, from buses, trains to gondolas. They are easy to use and very well organized. You have an abundance of local products and brands, so don't be afraid to try new things and you will be surprised. All prices will be in local currency, Swiss francs. Parking is available in most places, but it can become very busy. Public transportation is so good that driving can be avoided unless it's absolutely necessary. Weather changes constantly. Remember, this is a mountainous region and weather is unpredictable, so don't be put off or worried if it starts raining. It can be sunny and warm in the next few minutes. If you plan to enjoy the amazing hiking routes or visit one of the mountain peaks, hiking boots are highly recommended. And in terms of clothing, layers are a good choice, allowing you to adapt when this weather changes. Also, please remember to bring a waterproof jacket. Sun cream is also very important. Even if it's cloudy, the sun rays are very strong on high altitudes. This was one of the most dog-friendly places we have ever been to. Our dog was allowed on buses, on trains, on gondolas with no restrictions, and in most cases free of charge. Sometimes you need to pay a small supplement, but only on certain routes, and it's not a huge amount usually. So yeah, it's a very dog-friendly place. Please look out for the local product on sale on various points. You will find on hiking routes some little sheds, for example, selling various products from handmade items to jams, fresh products like eggs, cheese, milk. So we do recommend carrying some cash with you because they only accept cash payments. So we do hope these points are helping you to understand a bit more what you will find there. But we do highly recommend Switzerland as a country, Grindelwald, Jungfrau region. They're amazing places to visit. On the way back to the UK, we have stopped in Germany, in Baden-Württemberg area, which is about 4 or 5 hours drive from Grindelwald. This time we have stayed with family, however there are plenty of campsites in the area if you prefer to stop here, and we'll try and show you one on one of our next adventures. If you want to see some activities that can be enjoyed in Baden-Württemberg area, please check our video from the area with some good options to spend a day or more days exploring this part of Germany. Then from Germany we drove another 8 hours to Calais in France to take the train back to the UK, and again you can either choose a route with tolls applicable, so if you go via France, Strasbourg, you will pay some tolls, or you can avoid tolls altogether if you go again via Luxembourg, Brussels, and then Dunkirk, Calais. For example, this time the traffic was better on the section with no tolls, so we do recommend checking all the options before you decide which route to choose. Once in Calais, the boarding process is easy to follow. The first thing you need to do is drive to the pet reception area if you're traveling with your pet, where your furry friend will be scanned for his microchip and travel document will be checked for entry in the UK. After you've been to pet reception, or if you don't have a pet, then you need to drive to the check-in area where your booking is checked and the boarding train is confirmed. After you head off to your terminal parking, you can use the facilities, shops, purchase food, and once your train is showing us ready for border control, head off to the queue for customs. Here sometimes you will spend over an hour, especially on busy periods, so be prepared to queue for quite some time. Then you board your train and enjoy the 35 minutes crossing back to the UK. We hope our video provided useful information if you plan to drive from the UK to Switzerland, and please remember these are our own recommendations and by no means we are saying they are the best, but they work perfectly for us and our family, and we are happy to share and encourage you to visit new places. Stay close if you want to see a 3-day proposal for some amazing activities in Grindelwald, Switzerland, a fabulous, breathtaking place that is worth exploring.